DFW's growth hasn't stopped, it's just moved north. If you haven't looked at Sherman and Denison lately, now's the time. With Texas Instruments building a $30 billion facility nearby and Highland Homes dropping 80-foot lots, this area is next in line for a boom. So we're about as far north as you can get from Dallas without going into Oklahoma. As you can see here, Denison and Sherman are some of the last towns you get to off of Highway 75. Still have that straight shot down to Dallas. Now, where is TI building that? It's gonna be right between Sherman and Howe, right around here. People used to say that's too far, but now with jobs and the infrastructure being built out, it's getting closer by the month. DFW has been one of the fastest growing metro areas in the US for years, but as Collin County fills in, land gets tight and prices keep climbing, growth naturally shifts further north. That's why Sherman and Denison are becoming the next big frontier. Think about how McKinney and Prosper looked back in 2012. They were affordable, still had land. Everyone said one day this area will blow up. Well, it happened, and those buyers have equity for days. Here in 2025, Sherman is at that same spot, only with even more land and a massive corporate anchor already in motion. One of the biggest drivers here is Texas Instruments. They're investing $30 billion into new semiconductor plant here in Sherman, one of the largest private investments in Texas history. We're talking about thousands of long-term, high-paying jobs, plus a ripple effect across the economy. It doesn't stop there though. Other companies like Globitech are already investing billions into wafer plants, and suppliers are lining up. Meanwhile, Highway 75 is being expanded north, connecting this corridor to McKinney and Dallas even faster. Housing demand? Of course. It's up 35% year over year, and this is just the beginning. Here you'll see on the screen the progress made so far for the TI building. All right, next, let's talk about the housing opportunities in this area. Here's where it gets exciting for buyers. Homes are still around $350,000 for brand new construction. Compare that to what you'll pay in Frisco, McKinney, or even Van Alstyne, and the value is obvious. And then there's the land. Highland Homes is dropping 80-foot home sites in Canyon Creek Estates. To put that in perspective, that same 80-foot lot in Frisco by Highland Homes will run you well over $1.4 million to build. Up here, you can still find them in the mid 700s with actual room to breathe. All right, a couple of the neighborhoods I want to spotlight. I already told you about Canyon Creek there in Sherman by Highland. Here the price range is $600,000, $800,000. Like I said, they are building on those 80-foot lots. Tax rate here is 2.4%. Also in Sherman is going to be Bel Air Village, Highland as well, but also another builder, Chessmart. Here prices get down to $330,000 and up to $550,000. Lot size is 40 to 60 feet. The tax range is 2.55. And also in Denison, another Highland Homes. They are doing a great job at building out here. It's going to be Gateway Village. Here pricing is $350,000 to $500,000, 45 to 60 foot lots with that tax rate of 2.65%. So if you've ever driven from Dallas to Oklahoma in the past, I know I have many times, you may be wondering, what's it like living here? Is it just a bunch of open land and farmland? It definitely was about 10 years ago. So now it's becoming quickly an economic hub. You've got major job sites, retail growth, restaurants, schools expanding, new developments breaking ground. Denison brings more charm and lifestyle, historic downtown, boutique shops, and of course Lake Texoma for boating, fishing, and weekends getaway. Together they offer balance. Big opportunities in Sherman, small town feel in Denison, and only about an hour's drive to Dallas if the need arises. Now let's talk builders. We have some favorites, and there's a reason for that, and then we have some to avoid, because not all builders are the same. And if you're thinking about building up in this area, it's good to know when it's worth it and when it could cost you. So starting out, Highland Homes, then Bloomfield Homes, Pacesetter Homes, David Weekley, Perry Homes, Trophy Signature, Altura Homes, Stone Hollow Homes, Castle Rock Communities, Chessmart Homes, Tradition Homes, Windsor Homes, and Riverbend Homes. And just as important, here are the builders we avoid. These are names we've had buyers burned by. Rushed builds, bad punch lists, poor post-close support, D.R. Horton, Lennar, KB Homes, Impression Homes. No matter how flashy the incentives look, these names just don't make the cut. All right, let's talk about a monthly snapshot for a new build here. So say you're looking at a $375,000 home with 5% down, 7% interest. Your mortgage P&I is going to be $2,355. Property tax $750. Insurance $175. HOA $45. Utilities, internet $275. Bring your total to about $3,600 a month. That's a full yard, brand new roof, 10-year warranty for less than a dated resale 30 miles closer to Dallas. So who is this area for? This is a great area for relocators who want more home for the money, hybrid or remote workers who don't need to be in Dallas every day, buyers who want bigger floor plans or land, long-term planners who missed Prosper or Melissa's early window. This area is perfect if you want to be early, but not too early. TI is the anchor, Highland is the quality, and there's still room to grow. Here's the bottom line. Sherman and Denison aren't just little towns north of DFW anymore. They're the next boom towns. If you're thinking about heading north but not sure where to start, let me send you our exclusive builder map and trusted recommendations for Sherman and Denison. We've walked these builds and we'll make sure you don't get stuck with a limit. And if this video helps you at all, please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps it get to more people that it can help. And please let us know in the comments, is Sherman or Denison some place that you'd consider moving to? And as always, my team and I, we specialize in new construction. We'd love to be that resource for your family. Feel free to call this number here and we can set up a time to connect the lifestyle and budget that you have with the greatest location for your needs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.